there was a lot of games last year where it felt like it came down to one possession, and it felt like something always happened, whether it was a bad missed call or a missed field goal attempt, or like a bad late interception in the game. It was always something that went in the Chiefs' favor, and I can't really knock that against them. I mean, you can't really blame them for winning those situations, but it just
No,
it just feel like it's very very hard to count the Chiefs out, especially when you have Mahomes at quarterback and Andy Reid
Yeah.
coaching that team. So yeah, I'm going to go 13 wins with this team, and I think they do win the AFC West.
Yeah, I got that Kansas City Chiefs winning the AFC West once again. I think they got Andy Reid's probably probably the best coach in the NFL, and who's the defensive Steve
Spagnolo.
Spagnuolo. Yeah,
Spagnuolo.
he's
Spagnolo.
a
Yeah.
very good defensive mind today, very good defensive coach. So the Chiefs, they just always and Patrick Mahomes, they always find a way to win. I don't know how they do it, but they always find a way to win, like win. They won a lot of ugly games last season, and so I see more of the same. So I'm going 12 and 5 for the Chiefs.
Yeah, a lot of those close games I don't see him getting this year. So that's why I got him at
Yeah.
12 too. They're gonna lose
Three
some of the
12s and a
games.
13 for these guys.
Yeah. Chargers here. They added several playmakers. Najee Harris went over there, of course. They drafted one of the running backs I was targeting, Hampton, who I feel like could be a starter, alongside a good playmaker, McConkey. I was definitely impressed with him last year. He was one of my fantasy targets. Reunited with Keenan Allen. Justin Herbert, we all know how we feel about him. There's 50% on him that he's good, he's okay, overrated, decent, you know. But he still somehow, some way gets it done. But losing Rashawn Slater hurts. It's gonna hurt that line a little bit. But Los Angeles could still get a double-digit wins here in the year two of the Harbor era. I'm going to go 10 wins for the Chargers. I'm still not impressed. You didn't really do anything to help Khalil Mack on the defense. He's getting older. Didn't add no corners again. Derwin James is always banged up, so didn't do anything to help the defense at all. So I'm gonna go with 10 wins.
The Slater injury was huge.
Yeah.
Paul. Uh, you know, they spent a lot of money there at
Mhm.
that spot,
They
and for that
did.
to not work, that's going to be a big deal for them. But they did get better, I think. Right? We think on paper they got Omarion Hampton, which was definitely a guy that Coop and I were uh, interested in seeing where he was going to go in the draft, what team. And Coop was talking Steeler for him. I remember.
Yeah.
So and then Ladd McConkey another year. But like you said, Bosa left right off the defense, and
Yeah.
they really didn't add anything to the defense.
No, they did.
Um, if Khalil Mack were to get injured, then it's really gonna get ugly looking for them. And I just feel like this is a year where they lose a couple of them close ones that they won last year.
Oh yeah.
So I had them at 7 and 10, but I'm gonna upgrade them to 8 and 9. I got the Chargers going falling back down, so 8 and 9 for the Chargers.
Yeah, I know you're saying all these things about the defense, but I think their defense, although I'm not going to say it's good, I think it's serviceable. I think they can kind of get away with it. And I say that because I have very, very high hopes for this offense this year. I think Justin Herbert is a really good quarterback, but in a Jim Harbaugh offense, he loves to use his running backs. And I think
Yeah,
Omari Hampton was the best back that he could have gotten. I feel like that was a great pull. Last year they got Joe Alt. I think that was last year. This year they get
yeah,
Hampton.
that was last year.
Yeah,
Yep.
Hampton is a great running back and receiving back, and that's what Harbaugh wants in a running back. So he would perfectly fit that team, and he should get a lot of touches because Najee Harris has had some little odd situation going on that he's not wanting to be honest and open about.
Yeah.
Um, McConkey, I think he's due for a good year. And then they went and got Trey Harris out of Ole Miss, who I think will be more so of a project, but I think he'll still also be really efficient as well. Um, I think this Charger team goes 9-8, 10-7. I'm gonna lean more so 9-8. I think they finish over 500. Um, and if they were honestly, if they had like a couple of more pieces on defense, that team could have honestly, you could have said they could have competed for the AFC West title, in my opinion, if they had a couple more defensive pieces.
Yeah, I think the Chargers will finish second in the AFC West. I think Harbaugh is a great coach. I think that, like you said, defense is serviceable, and they've got a good running game, and that takes a lot of pressure off Herbert. Like Herbert only threw 3 interceptions last season in 17 games, but then he throws 4 interceptions in the playoff game against the Texans. So I think I rate Herbert. I think he's a really good quarterback. I think he's got a lot of potential. So if he plays well, I think they can sneak into the playoffs with 10-7.
Do you want to set this off, my guy, or it's
Yeah,
that
well,
time? It's that time, or you want us to go first?
I'll set it off.
All right.
Yeah, man. Uh, love what we did, right, in the draft.
Yes.
Absolutely covered every position that we needed a player at. We did that.